Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of triathlon training. You join me, it's early afternoon. We're out for a run, aren't we, Liz?
Yeah.
So, in terms of the Zwift plan, I had on the agenda today, I think it was 22 minutes of steady running. So I wanted to do like 20 minutes, half an hour. However, Liz has dragged me out for a little bit longer, haven't we?
We're doing an adventure.
We're going on an adventure, apparently.
I'm the run leader.
What does being a run leader involve?
Knowing the route and you don't.
So how far is it?
I'm not really sure.
Oh.
Maybe 5-ish miles.
Okay. Some on road, some off road. It is very cold today. I don't think it's been above freezing really, has it?
No.
But the pavements are all icy, so we ran the roads to get here. And now we're off road, so it's okay. Now the last time we ran together off road, yeah. However, today I've got my cross country shoes on, and Liz has got her not road, not off road shoes on. So we should be okay, but we'll see how it goes. Something we've been talking about a fair bit at work this week is about how good exercise is for you just generally. So we've certainly been encouraged to, and I would encourage you guys to, if you can, get out in the daylight, you know, at least once a day, or once a day we're allowed to, you know, and do a walk, a run, a bike ride, whatever you want. Just get outside, get some fresh air, get the vitamin D from that little bit of sun we've got, check out the snow in your surroundings, and just try and pick yourself up a bit, because I'm certainly going to enjoy this. Liz, it's getting a bit hard. It's getting a bit hard. Yeah. Okay, so I'll probably check in with you a little bit later on. We are 1.6 miles in. Come on, Liz!
Icy.
It is very icy. Running across this field. It is a footpath before anybody goes in on me. The ground's so hard, you've got to be careful not to twist your ankle, like all the little ruts that normally just be sloppy mud. They're not, they're rock solid. I'm really missing cross country this year, both the fitness and the social. But hopefully next year we'll be back in action. Do you think you fancy yourself doing some cross country, Liz?
I don't know, I like doing my own cross country runs.
What, so then you finish first every time?
No, real cross countries are too muddy. And everyone's a rapid.
Yeah, well I can definitely tell that you've got better the last few weeks. You've been very consistent, haven't you?
Yeah.
You're still hiding your stuff on Strava, but she has been putting some miles in, so good work.
Cheers.
Yeah. So 3.5 miles in, I'm hoping this is the last hill. Liz?
Yeah, it's the last hill.
It's a big one.
It is.
Yeah, right, I'll put the stats on screen for the run now. I think it's going to be about 5 miles. And I'll see you later on for a bike session, which is going to be tough, so see you there. Okay, good evening. Bike session. This one's going to hurt a little bit, I think. So it is, I'd say, mainly an easy ride. There's 4 times 5 minutes at VO2 max. It's about 115% of FTP. So I'm going to try and do them in TT position as I'm doing every single effort at the minute. So it looks something like that. So I'm on a minute at 250 at the minute. It's got power smoothing on, so it holds it really consistent. I don't quite understand the difference between that and normal erg mode, but whatever. Anyway, it's a little warm up, and then trying to hit the 5 minutes at 385 watts. Whether that happened or not, I don't know, but I've got erg mode on, so it's either going to happen or my legs will stop turning. I'm going to try and do them all in TT position. I think as a emergency brake glass, like I should be able to do them sat up, so if it gets really hard, I might sit up, but I'm pretty hopeful that I'll be able to finish the session. I did do some lifting yesterday, some squats and stuff. My legs are hurting quite a bit. And that run you saw earlier was only like 3 or 4 hours earlier, so not the freshest, but I'm going to give it the beans. So let's see what happens. Hey, cue the pain. I've not even got through the warm up and I've turned erg mode off. It's just getting too hard, like the cadence drops and drops. Unless you've got that dig to get on top of the gear, it just gets harder and harder. So I'm struggling in the warm up. This is going to be a bit of an effort, but at least I know that when I'm in geared mode, I can just drop the power if needed. But I'm going to try and do it, try and get everything. The thing with my new cycling plan at the minute, less volume equals more intensity to get, you know, to get similar sort of training in. And we have gone into like the VO2 max phase of the training plan, so it's going to be hard, isn't it? See how we go. Okay, effort 1 done. I think that was about 370-ish. It's hard to gauge it as I've saved the file. So on sessions like this where I think it's unlikely or a challenge I'm going to be able to finish the session going for the power targets, the first thing I knock back is the recoveries, not in terms of time. Like this recovery I'm supposed to be doing at 185 watts. I'm doing about 120 just to try and maximise the recovery so that I can then hit the next effort hard. I either get further through the session than I otherwise would have done, or I finish the session. Obviously my aim is to finish this session, so I'd rather be off on the recoveries and get the quality efforts done. And there's a whole lot of science about recovering at different powers and stuff. Apparently you recover better at like bottom end zone 2 rather than you doing like zone 1, but I don't understand it. So I'm just going to do what I know, which is going easier. So I've got 3 minutes of this recovery left. I'm going to try and hit the second effort again, the same, and see how we go. So I had a 5-minute recovery after the first effort, and then after the second effort I've got 13 minutes in total, so that's a big recovery. So I can get through this next block, kid myself that I finished, then just do it again. Oh, second one's done. That was really tough. I think I was down to about 350 watts or so. Again, not really sure, just an estimation. I now have, I've just done 5 minutes recovery. I've got a further 8, and I'm really just noodling just to try and get through these intervals. So this is where, if I was on, like, I know I'm on my own, but like, if I was truly on my own as in I'm not recording this, I would probably pull the pin now. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes and definitely attempt the third and see how it goes. But thank you, because without this, I'd have probably pulled the pin earlier, and I might still do, but I'm gonna give it everything. I'm even thinking about shortening this recovery because now I feel recovered, so just spinning for another 8 minutes, I'm not sure that'll actually make me any more ready. Who knows? I'll report back. Oh, that's the third one done and dusted. I think that was better than the second. I think mentally I know I'm near the end, so 4 minutes recovery left. I'm gonna bash out the last one. I'm gonna do it. I feel like I'm so close now, I'm gonna finish it. Let's talk numbers at the end. Okay, so session done. That took some doing, both mentally and physically. So let's have a look at the power split. So the first 5 minutes was 371 watts. Second one was 357. The third one, so after a longer recovery, wasn't 162, it was 362. And then the fourth effort was not 113, my fat fingers, come on. 358. So a little way away from the 380 odd target. However, not a million miles away. I'm glad I got the session done. Those last few watts I could have probably squeezed out if I hadn't have run a couple of hours ago. Blah, blah, if I hadn't done whatever. But another good training day. I'm actually really, really happy with how this week's gone. I'm not on for massive volume. I'm not on for training stress, score like a record. But I'm just ticking off consistent sessions, good training day after day. And that's about as good as I can hope for. So a few more weeks of this and I'll be very, very happy. So that's it for today's training. That's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I genuinely mean it. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below. I need another line for that. Can't think of what to say. Click the subscribe button down below. I've already said that. And I'll see you tomorrow at 4 PM. I'm losing the plot. I need to go get some food. Bye.